Good evening and welcome back to the Angry Gorilla Sports Network. This is Beauregard Snaggletooth, and we come to you tonight from Lincoln, Nebraska, the Icebox, the home of the Lincoln Stars of the USHL and the Lincoln Senior Hockey League Novice Division. Tonight's first matchup features the Cake Eaters in white, led by Captain Brett Erlinson, against the Blue Bees and their captain, Mike Landfill Harrison. We're picking the action up here in warm-ups. You can see on this end we've got number 29 in goal, Doug Lamar. Doug's been having a very solid year so far. And so have the Bees. This is the matchup between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the league right now. And someone who is prepared for this would have had their stats already. I do not, but I'm working on it. So we will bring you more information here as we can. And let's see here. I believe the white is first. Somewhere about 10-3, 11-3 possibly. Maybe 10-4. Unfortunately, our stats haven't been updated for a couple of weeks, so I don't have that. But blue is following right behind at about 9-5. We've got the face-off here. And action's coming down into the blue end here already. Off over by the face-off circle. Scramble along the boards. There we go, cutting out into neutral ice. Let's see, back. Into the defensive end here, and on the other end, you can see right now, we've got number 38, Haley Peterson, in goal. Haley's also been having a heck of a season. There's the puck off the wall. It was number 11, Brian Betty, taking it off the wall there. Here we come down behind the Cake Eaters' goal. Pressure from Christopher Martinson, number 18 in blue there. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Oh, there's a shot and a freeze. Derek Bodford helped bring that rebound back. So we'll have a face-off to the left of Haley here. And face-off one by number 14, Cam Fitzgerald of the Cake Eaters, but it's taken away right around the blue line. John Cropsey for the Bees goes in deep, tries to send it around the boards, and unfortunately, it sneaks by. It's picked up by Brian Betty, and it's advanced forward. Come across the blue line, backhand pass, deflected. Looks like that was number 9, Mike Steinman, for the Cake Eaters. There we go. Attempted shot. Not quite able to connect there. Puck's down behind the goal. Trickles up to the right-hand side and frozen by Doug Lamar. Face-off kept in the defensive zone. It's over on the boards right now. And I believe number 91 is actually Brooke Vass subbing for the Bees this game. There we go. Puck's taken up into neutral ice. Backhand pass over towards the slot. That, I think, was Ruth Miller fanned on a shot. It's a nice attempt, though. Race into the near corner. Chloe Galinsky, number 10 for the Cake Eaters. Now in the high slot, looking for the pass. Play broken up there by Doug. Gets another stick on it. Centering attempt by the Cake Eaters. Just wasn't quite able to make it. So we've had a little bit of action. Not a lot of shots as of yet. There was one. Speak of the devil. And attempt to clear it there. Not quite out yet. Back down in deep there for Bees. Cake Eaters pick it up. Inside, still in the zone. That's Tyler Lease, number 2 for the Cake Eaters, putting on good pressure, just looking for a shot or a pass, and not really able to see anything as of right now. So there we have a battle on the near side boards with Chloe Galinsky. The puck stays in. That's Val Bergeron, number 22 for the Bees. Gets it up by the blue line. And there, the Bees have it out into neutral ice. They're bringing it down. Got a shot on goal. Save. Haley lost track of that puck there for a second, but was able to smother it and make the save. This face-off brought to you by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the best cartoon of the 1980s. Face-off out into neutral ice. Race down towards the near side board. Chipped around by Brian Betty. Still down in the corner where nobody can see it. I'm assuming they're having a tea party at the moment. Back behind the net. John Cropsey picks it up, carries it across the blue line. Broken up, bit of a scramble. Backhand attempt to clear, but not quite. Cake Eaters gain control, move it forward. We had a breakaway attempt for Brett Erlinson, captain of the Cake Eaters. Not quite able to get that on goal. And that one was broken up. It was kept in there at the point. Sent over to the high slot. And the shot was blocked. And now we're coming back down into the Cake Eaters zone here. And back to neutral ice. There we go, back down. That was sent around the boards by Brooke Vass. Back up. Looks like we've got an icing call there. Confidence there by the Bees with goalie Doug Lamar. Setting up some strategery, no doubt, for the next play. Scramble out by the blue line. Comes back in, backhanded out. And I believe that is offsides by the Bees. It's Hugh Clark carrying it in. I think Ruth Miller might have just been a step offside. So we'll take it outside the zone. There it is. Chipped back in. It's Dick Kettler, number 8, picking it up for the Cake Eaters, sending it out to the red line, and it's brought back in. Number 9, Mike Steinman. He's being pursued by 14, Brett Guthrie of the Bees. Here we go. Got a little bit of activity out in neutral ice. Just over the blue line, but not able to get anything moving quite yet. Scramble over by the benches. And there we go. Here it comes. Shot attempt blocked. Picked up by the Cake Eaters. Broken up there. There's a shot. Haley had it. Protected there just under the pad. Whistle blows. And we've got another face-off here on the near side. Trying to chase down the icing call. Create. Excuse me. Make sure that Cake Eaters weren't able to sneak down and get it. So it was good hustle out of the Bees. And we've got another face-off. Yeah. Cake Eaters won that face-off. We have a little bit of a rush into the neutral zone here. And it appears that we had an offsides. Or perhaps a puck out of play. You never know. Either way, the Cake Eaters have it. Oh, there's a shot and a goal. Right from the hash mark just to the right-hand side of Doug Lamar. I think that might have been Cam Fitzgerald with the goal. It's a nice way to do it. Real quick release, too. Got the pass and got rid of it. There's the face-off at center. Back down behind Peterson. Shot by Miller. Stopped. Shot broken up there. There's Galinsky. Pass over to center. Oh, just makes it through. That was a nice try. I think she was looking for Aaron Schoenberg there. Center for the Cake Eaters. Now we've got it back down into the defensive end. And that's Chris Martinson. And a goal. Not a great turnover there. Just kind of unfortunate that the pass went right to Martinson and was able to get that shot off. Maybe took Peterson just a little bit by surprise, unsure, but either way, that ties the game 1-1. Cake Eaters and Blue Bees, we've got another good one here. Puck's loose there by the face-off dot. Bouncing around up by the point. Kicked in. Deflected, still in. Trying to get it back down below the goal line. The Bees were able to take control of it, move it out into neutral ice. Over by the Bees bench now. And here we go. Cake Eaters off the wall there. That was Dick Kettler sending it back up and out into the neutral zone. Carried in, across the blue line, centering pass. Fitzgerald's open, waiting for the pass there. Down deep behind the goal. Shot deflected. Oh, but it's loose. Still there. No, high slot. Now it's back into the neutral zone. Cake Eaters have picked it up, but tried to pass, and oh, there we go. Scramble right around the blue line now. And that's the end of the first period. So, some great action there so far. And the score is 1-1 and another great match. Not a whole lot of shots to be had in that period. According to our statistician here, that was 4 shots for the Bees and 3 for the Cake Eaters. Just a lot of back and forth action. Not a whole lot of sustained attempts to actually get the puck on. But we've got 1-0 so far. We will be back after this. Everybody's ready for the start of the second period. There's the puck drop. Like somebody went down there at center ice. Tangle, perhaps, and coming across there. John Cropsey was trying to get a breakaway. Looks like might have had an offsides there by the Bees. So we'll have a face-off just outside the zone. Backhanded in, sent across the boards. Out into neutral ice, and it looks like it went far enough back. There's a pass we tried, ended up being an icing call. So we'll take it all the way down to the right side of Dougie Lamar, number 29 for the Bees. Commentary is always challenging when your play-by-play is interrupted by a dog in your lap. Hazards of the occupation, I suppose. And there's a heck of an attempt by Abby Cawley to beat that icing call. Not quite able to, but had a good step on the Cake Eaters there, trying to get in front. So we're going to try the face-off one more time. Backhanded out to the point. Stopped, sent back behind the net. That's Val Bergeron for the Cake Eaters trying to pick that up. Got a loose puck there. It's Chris Martison breaking it free for the Bees. Taken into the zone here. A shot from the point. Got deflected wide there. That's Eric Willis, looks like, number 17. Tried to center it up. There's a shot from the high slot. Didn't quite make it through. Looked like it got deflected before it made it over to Haley. And that one does get through, and we got a nice save there. So we'll have a face-off, I believe, to the right of Haley Peterson, number 38 there. It looks like we got Mike Steinman and Dick Kettler on defense. That's Deb Buck, number 19 for the Cake Eaters. Oh, no, excuse me, Derek Bodford, number 36. It's hard to see the number there. Oh, tried to line up, get a shot, lost the handle on it, backhanded over into the corner. Chloe Galinsky, number 10, picked it up there. Back out to the point, but broke free. And it's picked up and controlled by the Cake Eaters. Off the wall, out into the neutral zone. Yeah, do you have anything more to say other than just grumbling at the microphone right now? Apparently not. The life of a canine commentator is challenging. Oh, nice little wrist shot right there. Oh, saved by Doug Lamar. That was a tricky little shot. Had a moving screen there, so that would have been challenging to pick that one up. Face off, back down. Sitting around, they've managed to keep the puck back where the camera can't see, so I assume that they're playing cards at the moment. There we go. Low angle centering attempt there from Galinsky. Sent it across the crease. Back and forth action. There was a shot on goal there for the Cake Eaters. Looked like it went off the side of the net. Still behind the net. There's Chloe. Oh, the centering pass. That was picked up. That was just looked like one off of Lamar's leg pad there. That was a nice play. There's a shot. Close range. Cam Fitzgerald just point blank, not quite able to get it put away. And we got a line change. Now we're in the other end. Hanging out. There's Derek Bodford, number 36, taking it up ice with a little bit of speed there. Looks like he lost the handle of that, though. Just outside the face-off circle. Into neutral ice right now. Sent back down around the corner. And we've got a whistle. What are we going to have here? Icing call, perhaps? That's what it looks like. Some Aaron Schoenberg and Brett Guthrie taking the face-off there. Guthrie for the Blue Bees. Aaron wears the Blue Breezers, number 15 on the Cake Eaters. Puck sent up ice there. Picked up by the Bees. There's Brett. Loose there at the top end of the defensive end for the Cake Eaters. It was backhanded out by Dick Kettler. Still hanging around the blue line. Back in deep now. Sent up, and looks like that didn't touch anybody, so we've got an icing call. So we'll have a face-off here to the right of Haley Peterson. Off the near side wall. Swept towards the net. Like that was Brooke Vass there. And there's a shot sticked away by Doug. Comes back. Pressure from the Cake Eaters there. We got 3-on-1. Right through the wickets there. That's okay. I thought that might have been an icing call, but it was not. So Cake Eaters are bringing it back in here. Backhanded towards the center. That's number 22, Ron Troyer, battling away for that one there for the Bees. Back out. Sent back forward. Puck's hanging loose. There we go. Deflected wide. Nice little action there. 3 shots in fairly short succession. Only showing 1 shot on goal so far this period for the Bees. Face-off controlled by the Cake Eaters. Stick down there by Cropsey, up the boards. Picked up. Oh, that was a nice deflection of that centering pass there. Back out to the red line. Brought it in, but it was controlled by the Bees. Not allowing much through right now, but they're also not getting a whole lot of activity going. Oh, there's Brian Betty. Tried sending it to the boards. Missed that one just a little bit. Puck's loose behind the net. Shot went high. There's Deb Buck, who's looking for a potential pass or rebound there. And here we go up the ice now. Oh, that was a nice centering attempt there by the Bees. Who was that? 60. Oh, that was Hugh Clark. And the pass was able to get a stick on it, just not quite able to get it on net. It's backhanded up the wall by Cropsey. There's a shot deflected by Dick Kettler. Pass across. Oh, that's intercepted. There's a shot and a goal. Oh, Chris Martison picked that off. Shot right from the high slot. That was tough. I think that might be 2 for him tonight. I think that was only the second shot in the second period for the Bees. There's a shot deflected wide by Doug Lamar. Pass back to the center, broken up and taken up ice. And we've got an icing. So that'll come back down. We'll have a face-off in the Cake Eaters zone here. Apparently, based on this camera picture, we are sponsored by 1970s Polaroid pictures. Nice and fuzzy, just the way we like them. Shot by Fitzgerald, blocked by Lamar over to the wall. Picked up in the neutral zone. And here it comes right back. Cake Eaters have it. Oh, centering attempt, just not quite able to make that one happen. That was a great try. Foot race won by Brett Guthrie there. Sent back out to the point. Not able to keep control of it. And there's a pass. Oh, there's a great try. Great try by the Cake Eaters. Boy, they're certainly getting themselves in good position to get a shot off anyhow. And back in here, and there's a nice attempt by the Bees with a backhander right at the buzzer. Don't look like we actually had a shot there. So at the end of 2, I've got the Cake Eaters 1 and the Blue Bees 2. And we had a number of shots there by the Cake Eaters. I had them 10 shots the second period to 2 for the Bees. There's not a whole lot of activity happening towards the net tonight so far for the Bees. We'll see if they can get that turned around. And while we're waiting, we'll give a shout out to our sponsor. This game is brought to you by the Great Pyrenees. When you need a stubborn dog, go with the Great Pyrenees. Now, hear from the Ice Box in Lincoln, Nebraska. Getting ready for the third period of our first game of our doubleheader. Next game will start about 15 minutes after the end of this one. And it'll feature the Whiskey Deeks in red versus the Grizzlies in black. Grizzlies were able to get their first points for quite some time last week. It was a nice change of pace for them. We'll see if they can get some more on the board, start building a little momentum here as we come down to playoff time. It's hard to imagine that we are already getting into playoff season. And face off just outside the blue line now. And somebody go down, made some snow angels there. That was very artistic. There's a centering pass, broken up, carried out by the Cake Eaters, and it looks like Aaron Schoenberg. And we've got an arm up for an icing call, I believe. So we'll bring her back and try that one again. All right. Picked up. Pass was broken up by Schoenberg there, carried out over the blue line, and I think we've got a puck out of play there. So we'll have a line change. Face off just outside. Cake Eater zone. I think that one was won by the Cake Eaters. It's carried up ice with a little speed. Tipped away though. Down behind the net. Guthrie backhands it up to Abby Colley, who gets it out of the zone there. And we're going to scramble up, picked up, brought across the center. It's Chloe Galinsky, number 10. Passed towards the center, but that was broken up. Cake Eaters won that race. Control. And let's see what happens here. Hanging right around that blue line right now. But here's the pass up ice. Pass across. That's Mike Steinman picking that up in the corner. Across the boards. Hanging around the neutral ice again. Sent down inside. Bounce around the net there. Moved along by Brooke Vass. Breakaway shot. And stopped by Haley Peterson. Nice shot by Brett Guthrie and nice save there. Like a save. We can't quite find the puck here. What happened? Where are we at? Oh, somebody's digging in. Hugh Clark's digging in the net. There's the puck. Puck eating gear. Like, you know how that goes. Saw that last week as well. So we've got the face off to the right. Backhanded across. That's number 2, Tyler Lease after that for the Cake Eaters. Puck's picked up there. Sent back into the neutral zone by the Bees. And here it comes. Excuse me. Here we go. There's a shot. Swallowed up by Peterson. It's already been more shots here for the Bees. They're getting a little more aggressive, it looks like. There's Fitzgerald trying to carry it out across the blue line. Gets deflected down deep. Over on the near side wall. Up. Shot doesn't quite make it through. Looks like that was kept in there by the Bees. But cleaned up by the Cake Eaters defense. Sent up. Oh, we got a breakaway. There's a shot. Oh, pop up and a score. Cam Fitzgerald with the breakaway. Lamar got a lot of that. Looks like it just rebound just popped straight up over the top of him. Bad bounce. Excuse me, should take us to 2-2. Got a heck of a game here. Let's see what happens as the third winds down. Stoppage there. So we've got a face-off. A point broken out into the zone. Cake Eaters have numbers there. 2-on-1. There's a shot on Lamar. Stick to the corner. Centering attempt broken up. And they disappear into the black hole behind the net. There they are. Oh, and real quick, we got a shot. Oh, saved by Peterson. That was a nice breakaway attempt and a heck of a save. Won by the Cake Eaters. Galinsky sends it up to the boards. Sneaks past Croxy across the blue line. Looks like that's Brian Betty. Picked it up, sent it off the near side or far side boards, excuse me, but it's controlled at the point. A shot that goes just wide. Still in here. Managed to wind itself around the boards. Here they come back up the ice. Puck's in the high slot. Worked its way towards Peterson, who makes the stop. Puck controlled by the Bees, who bring it back into zone. Rister, save. The Bees have certainly turned it around in terms of shots this period. They are firing fast and furious now all of a sudden. Possibly feeling a little bit of the pressure as the clock winds down towards the end of the game. Carried towards the Bees defensive end here. Come up. Puck's loose there, right by the point. And got a whistle. What do we have? Looks like possibly an icing. So bring it back down for a face-off. There we go. Oh, and a quick shot and a goal by the Cake Eaters. I didn't even see that one. I'll have to go back and check the replay. That was sneaky fast. Puts the Cake Eaters up 3-2 here towards the end of the game. Can't quite see how much time we've got left here. Can't be much more than 5 minutes, if that. There's the puck picked up by Brooks, sent around the boards. Cake Eaters are there. Centering attempt, broken up. There's a scramble across the blue line. Batted back down and out. So cross, trying to get it out of the zone. There are the Bees, and just not quite able to. Off the back of the net. And it's picked up and thrown across ice off the boards by Vass. Up, looked like that was Abby Cawley who picked it up. Got broken up, and it's back down here into the near side zone. Got John Cropsey and Tyler Lease who were battling. Oh, and there's Erin Schoenberg. Didn't even see her hiding down there. So we're out in neutral ice here. From the Bees with the puck. Shot coming across there, not quite able to get it on net. Come out of the corner. There it's sent around. And up into the neutral zone. And as you can see, one of our cameras passed out. So we'll be down to one camera here for the remainder of this game. Doing our best. And we got a face-off here just to the right side of Dougie Lamar. Won by the Bees. Trying to get a breakout there. Looks like they're in control. Oh, we have another whistle, so it'll be coming back. Maybe it won't be coming back. Not exactly sure. Maybe that was a shot that was frozen. And who knows? The story of our life here at the Angry Gorilla Sports Network is unreliable technology. So we don't really know quite what happened there. I'm going to give the Bees credit for a shot. We're back up at the north end here. Carried around. Near side board, centering attempt. Nobody there, but picked up at the point. Kept in. Shot. Went behind the net there. Carried around. Firing attempt just kind of trickled through everybody there. That pass was stopped. And man, shot on goal there by the Cake Eaters. Heading up ice now. And doing my best Mr. Magoo impression, trying to see what's happening. We had an icing come up, and the Bees are pulling Doug. Get an extra shooter on the ice. Here's face off. And the puck is sent up, and there's the horn. So, at the end of the game, we've got the final score: Cake Eaters 3, the Blue Bees 2. And our other camera has passed out, so at this point, I'd like to say thanks for sticking with us for a great game. Sorry about the technical difficulties, and we'll have everything set up for the Whiskey Deeks and the Grizzlies coming up next.
Well, goddamn. The game ended and his phone fell like at the perfect time. I don't know whose phone was it.